Today I'm going to teach you how to create a simple expense tracker in Notion. Using the free version of Notion, we are going to start from a completely blank page, and by the end of this video, you'll have a beautifully simple expense tracker that you can use to track your expenses like a pro. You'll also learn how to add recurring expenses so you save time, have different database views to view your budget tracker based on your personal needs, like having a calendar view, grouping all your expenses by month or by category. This expense tracker is perfect for beginners who prefer a simple and straightforward budgeting tool to track all their expenses, and it'll only take 15 minutes to set up. I use this monthly expense tracker for my personal expenses, and I simply love how simple this is. Wait, am I saying the word simple too many times? Okay, so before we get into building this, I just want to let you know that there's a free Notion template in the description below if you just want to copy and use this template in your workspace right away. But if you want to build this tracker from scratch, learn how to use Notion, or have fun staring into my eyes while I create this template, watch till the end. Let's start from a completely blank page in Notion and give it a title. I'll give it monthly expense tracker. Monthly expense tracker. Give it an icon. This is good. If you don't like this, we can also go for this. It's also good. Let's color it green. You can also add a cover. Obviously not space. You can add covers from Unsplash. You can say money. And yeah, I think this is good. There you go. Perfect. Once this is done, the next thing I'll do is click on this star button right here, so this gets added in favorites. There you go. If you can see this here, favorites, monthly expense tracker. Perfect. Also, I'll click on the three dots here next to favorites, and I'll click on full width, and I'll click on customize page. Customize page, I'm going to turn off backlinks, page discussions, table of content, and change from default to minimal inline comments. The reason is because Notion is mostly a note-taking app, and that's why these settings are preferable. But if you're using Notion for expense tracking, it's better to turn these off. Also, if you don't like the cover, you can just click on change cover, select any one of these, or upload one that you prefer from the internet, or you could use websites like Pixabay and Pexels to find covers that suit you the most. I'm going to try again, expense tracker, and I think I saw some good one. Yeah, I think this is pretty great. Yeah, I like this more. Now I'll type in slash followed by database, and I'm going to choose the database inline option here. Once you get a database inline option, I want you to click on link or create a database, and we'll choose empty database. My expense tracker mainly consists of 4 properties. These are expenses, amount, category, and date. So let's go and create these. Expense tracker. Name, we'll change this to expense. I'm adding a property for amount, which will be number property. We'll name this amount. Give it a cute little icon. Cash, currency coin. Okay. The next one will be category. So we'll select category here. Name this category. I'll choose this. And the last one, date. Type date, and let this be date. Cool. Now that I'm done with these 4 properties, I'm going to customize each property so that it suits me best. Click on amount, click on edit property, and the number format will be based on your currency. I'm from India, so I choose rupee, but for the sake of this tutorial, as most viewers on my channel are from US, I'm going to choose the US dollar. Decimal places can be set to default. That's fine. Category, we're going to click on edit property, and we're going to add different categories. Okay, now that I've added all the categories, I can sort the category based on whatever I want. If I want it alphabetically, here you go. It's alphabetically sorted. I can also sort it based on whatever I want. Let's say I want shopping to be the top of the thing because I spend a lot on shopping. You can do that. Or if you want utilities to be on the top, go ahead and do that. You can also change the color based on your likings. For example, let's go for rent. We'll color it green. Shopping will be pink. Utilities, keep it light gray. Transportation, we can go purple. Now that we're done with this, we'll go to the next and select the date type and click on edit property. The date format is again correct. Full date, time hour is 12 hours is okay. You can change that to 24 hours if you need it to. And we're done. Now let's enter our first expense in our new tracker. First expense is going to be Netflix. It's going to be for $7.99. Sorry, $7.99. Category will be subscriptions. And the date, let's say, is 1st of Feb. I'll add another expense, let's say groceries, $5 in that. and that will come under groceries category, and the date was yesterday, 10th of Feb. I can't see the total expenses incurred in this month. So for that, what we're going to do is go to the amount property and scroll to the bottom where you can see calculate. Click on the arrow, click on more options and sum. There you go. Notion just added both these expenses and gave you a total amount. Let me quickly add some more expenses. Now that I've added all expenses, there are two things I need to do. The first one is click on filter and we'll click on date, and here instead of this week, I'll change it to this month. This will show me all the expenses based on this month. For example, if I add another expense called rent, and our rent is for $900 and I give it category rent, and I change the date from Feb 11th to 1st March. If you notice, the expense will go away. It won't be there anymore. If you click on next month, you can see the expense rent 1st March. I'll delete this, but you get the idea. So based on this filter, we'll only see the expenses for the current month, and we'll see the sum of all the expenses for the current month. Another thing I like to do is have my most recent expenses on the top. For that, we are going to click on sort. We're going to again choose date, and we're going to choose this descending order. When we choose descending, you can see that the February 10th expense comes out on top, followed by 9th, 5th, 4th, and 1st. Great. This is the most simplest expense tracker you can create. You can stop this video right here, go create this tracker right away. But if you want to make it more efficient and more interesting and a little more complicated, let's follow along. For that, I'm going to create another list view, and I'm going to click on edit view, and here I'm going to group all the list by date and date relative by month, so I can get all my expenses based on every month. Let's just quickly add expense for March. Rent amount $900. Rent 1st March. There we go. What this view does is groups all your expenses by month in a single page. So you can see all your expenses on all months at once. Then I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on show aggregation. Click on the number 6, more options, sum and amount. Now you get a quick view of all the expenses you made in February, in March, and consecutive months. This is very useful if you want to check how much expenses you are incurring every single month in one view. For example, in February, I spent a total of $1,936. In March, I spent a total of $900. I'm going to rename this to month. Group by month. Sounds better. I'm going to create another view, which is going to be grouped by category. Group by category, and here we are going to click on edit view. We're going to go to group category, click on the 3 dots, show aggregation, click on 1, more options, sum and amount. What this will do is show me all the expenses I made based on the categories. If I want to see how much I'm paying for groceries every month or in a year, I can quickly check it here. What I like to do is filter this based on month. So yeah, this month. You can also change it to this year, or you can delete the filter if you don't require it. I also like to create another view, which is calendar view, so I can see all my expenses in a given timeline. I'm going to customize this a little more. Click on edit view and go to properties and go to click on show all. The only thing I don't need is date, so I'm going to hide that, and here you go. I can see that on 1st Feb I paid a rent of $900, and I also paid Netflix subscription of $799. The next thing I'll show you is how to create recurring expenses, so you don't need to add your monthly expenses and save time. So the recurring expense I have here is Netflix and rent, so I'm going to create these two. The first thing you do is click on the arrow next to the new button, click on new template. I'm going to name this Netflix. The amount is $799. Give it a category, which is subscriptions. Click on today, which is the date when it's duplicated, and you're good to go. Close this. We are going to create another template, which is going to be rent. Amount is $900. Category is rent. Date again today. Perfect. We're almost done. Click on the arrow again and go to Netflix. Click on the 3 dots here. You can see this repeat option, which is set to off. I want you to click here and click on month. Then you'll get another pop-up which says every 1 month and on which day. So my rent is charged on the 1st of the month. So every month, 1st day of the month. At what time? Around midnight, or you can give a specific time. I'll choose 8 a.m. because I usually get up at 7. And you're going to click on starting tomorrow, ending never, time zone, whatever your time zone is, it'll automatically populate here. Once your expenses are set to recurring, you'll see this small icon here. If you just hover over this icon, you can see repeat monthly. You click on it, your scheduled recurring expense will appear. We'll do the same again for rent. Repeat, we'll set it to month. Again, 1st of the month. I'm going to set it to 8 a.m. and we're done. That's how simple creating recurring expenses in Notion is. But what if you manually want to enter the expense but want to automate the process? Confusing? There's a way. And we're going to type button What I'm going to do is create a button for Netflix. So we're going to put the action now. Click on new action, click on add page to, select database. In this case, it is expense tracker. If you have a lot of pages, quickly search expense tracker and select. Then click on expense and name it. My expense name is Netflix. Edit property, amount is $7.99. Category is subscriptions. Edit property, date. We'll keep it to date triggered, and I think that's cool. So every time you click on the button Netflix, there should be a page here that says Netflix for $7.99, which is under the category of subscription, and the date should be the date when you click the button. So let's try this out. Netflix, boom. Netflix, $7.99, subscriptions, 11th Feb, which is today's date. You can do this as many times as you want. While I prefer recurring expenses, which is much easier, I understand the need of a button because you can lose track of your recurring expenses very easily. And in order to budget properly, you need to know what you're spending on. I'm going to create another button for rent. Let's go create another button for rent. Add page to, select database, expense name rent. Amount is $900. Category is rent. And property is date triggered. Click on done. I'm going to place this here. There you go. We have two buttons. If I click on rent, $900 will be charged on rent. If you don't want the button, you can delete these and simply use the repeat monthly option here, which is recurring expenses in Notion. That's it. Let's quickly walk you through this entire tracker. This is your main table where you're going to track all your expenses. You can add your expenses clicking the new page here or clicking the new button here and add your expenses. If you click here, you have to add a name. Let's say groceries. Amount, I spent $23. Give it a category, groceries. You can also add new categories if you want to. The date when you purchase groceries, let's keep it 11th Feb and we're done. If you want to add specific groceries, you can add it here. I bought carrots for $5, chicken for $10. You get the point. You can see this entry here, and if you click on open, you can see the expenses breakdown right here. You can also change the icons for each property based on your likings. I'm good with this, so I'm going to keep it the same. If you want to hide this database title, you can click on the three dots here and click here, hide database title, and this is gone. The next one is group by month. Here you can see all your expenses grouped by month. We do that by clicking on hide aggregation and then clicking on sum. The next one is group by category, where you can see all your expenses grouped by category. You can click the arrow here and see all the expenses you had. I forgot to customize this here. Edit view, property, we are going to click on show all except for category. You can see all your expenses here along with the amount and the date. Calendar view, where you can see all the expenses you made in a given month. As you can see, we had 4 Netflix subscriptions on a single day. Great way to spend money. And we have buttons if you manually want to add recurring expenses, and we can also set recurring expenses based on whatever recurring expenses you have. I don't use my laptop every time I have to track expenses in Notion. Notion has an app on Android and iOS that you can download and use Notion from there right away. Notion has widgets that you can place on your home screen. Here's how to do it on an iOS. First, download the app on your phone. Once you download it, go to your home screen and click on add widgets and search for Notion. And add the Notion widget. Choose the page. In this case, it is monthly expense tracker. And there you go. Every time I want to add an expense, I click on this widget, then click on new and add my expense. And then it does all the calculations automatically. If I want a more detailed view, I take out my laptop and I check all my expenses. But you can easily check out all these expenses in Notion. If you found this helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know what specific Notion templates you want to see on this channel. I'll get working on those right away. Check out the link in the description below if you want this template for free. I'll see you in the next video.